Alright, we have some separate deck lists I wanted to cover outside of the LCS and for the top 8. So, we actually have Shaddolls that made a top 8 cut for this, and this was played by Manuel Kiefer. He made top 8 out of the luxury tournament, 208 players, which is a very, very impressive feat. So, what is our game plan here? So we have our Invoked engine, very simple, one card starter through the Meltdown. Well, we're not playing Terraforming here, so we're just going with the triple Meltdown. We have a Shaddoll package to accelerate Winda, Construct, App Cologne. And we have the Dogmatika package in here, sporting off the new piece, actually. So Dogmatika, Aishion, if a Fusion Synchro Xyz or Link monster is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. So, what if I make Almirage, and then I step into, Secure Garden? Oh, look, I sent one to the graveyard. I can special summon this. It's kind of cute, I guess. If this card special summons from your hand, you target a Dogmatika card in your graveyard, except for our Aishion, and add it to your hand. And then when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can make all of your Dogmatika monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. Think Fleur-de-Lis, but on the the defensive, actually. I think that this card is kind of cute for what it wants to bring to the table. Is it something crazy, like synergistic, amazing, nuts? No, but it is a cute little tech choice. So, we have 2 copies of Alistair, the Invoker. Just, like I said, stick the normal summon on the table, get the fusion card. It's easy. 2 copies of Ash. This was interesting. The amount of hand trap spread for this deck is kind of low. I mean, besides Gamma, you're just playing Ash. We don't even have Imperms here in the main. And then we have 1 copy of Ashion, 2 copies of the Ecclesia, with 1 Fleur-de-Lis, and we do have the 1 copy of Maximus. The format has gone far enough away from people that were punishing for Maximus, now that you're pretty much free to run this at this point. So, good job. We've really come a long way here. Alright, we have 1 Ariel, triple copies of the Space Rock, triple copies of Gamma, triple copies of Windy, with 1 Beast, 1 Hedgehog, and 2 copies of the Squamata, with 1 Driver. That's it. That's our monster lineup. Very, very, very simple stuff here. We're not trying to get too crazy in terms of what we're doing here. Pretty straightforward. Alright. 1 quick play, Shaddoll Fusion. 2 copies of Invocation. Like I said, it's a good card. Triple copies of Magical Meltdown. Triple copies of Nadir Servant. Triple copies of Shaddoll Fusion, with 2 copies of Triple Tactics, and then 1 Punishment with 1 Schism. That's it. Very, very well-rounded here. Extra deck, we have 1 Gardna, 1 Almirage, 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Titanclad, 1 Purgatrio, 1 Makaba with 1 Agoides, 1 Inittis, 2 copies of Winda, triple copies of Construct, and 2 copies of App Cologne. Side deck, triple Ansia, gotta beat the dinosaur, boys. It's still here. 1 Scythe, 1 Dragon, 1 Call by the Grave, 2 Cosmic, 1 Feather Duster, triple Scythe, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, and a single copy of Red Reboot, wrapping this up. Nothing too crazy. I do want to iterate that here. But this is a very, very, very interesting place to go. We do have Magidolls on the horizon here. We're, like 3 weeks away? Maybe 2 weeks, if that, before we can actually get the chance to experiment with that. So, very interesting stuff so far. I like what I see so far. So this was really cool. Next up, this is Zoodiac, Eldlich, Dogmatika, aka we're just going to call this a kitchen sink deck. This was piloted by Paulo Gonglaves. He also made top 8 out of the luxury tournament here. And before you're like, wait a minute. So we have a small Zoo engine, which gives us access to Zeus's board wipes. We get the control aspect of the Eldlich engine. And we get the extending, also searching capabilities and stunning capabilities of the Dogmatika engine. Seems good to me. I get why this did good. So, side deck here we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Dogmatika Ecclesia the Virtuous, 1 copy of Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted, 1 Maximus. Wait a minute. I think this was like, I think there were like 2 decks that were playing Maximus out of this weekend. And like I said, it's cool that we get the chance to see this card entering back into the field, even if it's in these weird combo variants. We have triple copies of Effect Veiler. One golden boy. That's it. That's all you get. All right? Treasure it. Hope it doesn't get crowed. We have triple copies of Nibiru. Then we have 1 Ram, 2 Throwblade with 1 Whiptail, with triple copies of Cursed Eldland, triple copies of Tenki, triple copies of Servant, and 1 copy of Barrage. Traps, pretty standard stuff here. We have triple Conquistador, 1 Punishment, triple Elixir of Scarlet Zanguine, 2 Haguero, and triple copies of Infinite Permanence. Like I said, this is very, very staple for this department. And then down here in the extract, we have 1 Link Spider, because, you know, these are normal monsters, effectively. 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix, 1 copy of the Soldier of Chaos, 2 copies of Tiger Mortar, 1 Trident, 2 copies of Chakanine, 1 Borbo, with 1 copy of the Zeus Machine. And then we get 1 Adignister, 1 copy of Omega, 1 Titanclad with 2 copies of Elder Entity Ints. Side deck is just full of hate here. Triple copies of the DD Crow, triple copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, triple copies of Gamma, triple copies of Skullmeister. Now, it's been the first time in a long while, actually, I think, since I've seen this thing return back to the playing field. And I'm very happy to see that Skullmeister's getting a little bit of love right now. Kudos. Actually, this is very nice. We have 1 Driver, 1 Anti-Smell Fragrance, and 1 copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up Mr. Apollo Conclave's list for everybody here. And then we actually had, this Zoo list was so strange to me when I saw this. I actually thought this was really cool. This is Nicholas Del Hay's list. And the first thing that caught my attention was, hey, we have triple Shifter, and we have triple Mistake here. And to top things off, we're also packing in frickin' Macrocosmo of all things here. We have the craziest trap board here to counteract things while basically using our 1-card Zoodiac engine to punish the opponent. Alright, very, very straightforward here. So, hand trap Zoodiac, yay. Triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Triple copies of Shifter Boy. Don't underestimate this thing. Macrocosmos is a very good card, especially when you can resolve a turn 1. Triple copies of Ghost Ogre, of course. Triple copies of Nibiru. Triple copies of Ram, 1 Rat Pier. Triple copies of Throwblade. With triple copies of Whiptail. Triple copies of Tenki. Triple copies of the Desires. And 1 copy of Barrage. Very, very, very straightforward here. Triple copies of Ice Dragon's Prison. It outs everything. Like, you get a DD Crow, and you get a banishment off of the opponent. Like, don't underestimate how good this card actually is in today's format. We have 1 Imperial Order, triple copies of Infinite Permanence, 1 Macrocosmo, with triple copies of Mistake. Extra deck, we have 1 Link Karibo, 1 Megaclops, triple copies of Tiger Mortar, 1 Hammerbong, 1 Trident, triple copies of Chakanine, 2 copies of the Borbo, 1 copy of the Vespinato, and 2 copies of AA Zeus. Side deck here, we have 2 DD Crow, 1 Pinkertops, 2 Skullmeister, triple copies of Token Collector, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Feather Duster, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up your chunk of deck profiles. It is really nice to see more control variants entering into the fray. It is really nice to get the chance to see Skullmeister getting a lot more play. Cosmic Cyclone entering back into the fray is a power card right now, actually. Think about that. All right, Cosmic frickin' Cyclone is going the full mileage right now for a lot of players. So what do you guys think about this chunk of relatively interesting decks out of the top cut here? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I look forward to hearing your guys' thoughts on this. Like I said, it's very interesting. And we will be back with Luxury Event 9, the week before Christmas, actually. I'll see you guys then with more info, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.